So hello everyone, very good morning to all of you. So this is our daily current affairs session. Today is 23rd January. Okay. So how are you guys doing? I hope पढ़ाई अच्छी चल रही है आप सभी की. अच्छा आप सभी के जो भी if you have any kind of problem ना, any kind of doubt in the preparation strategy or anything, you can contact me over the Telegram. Yesterday I received actually 2 calls regarding this timetable issue. So again, many of the students faces the same issues are how to make the proper timetable, what should be my daily routine. So if you are facing the similar kind of trouble, you can contact me over the Telegram. We can have a proper discussion around it. Okay. Hi Sameer. Hello. Very good morning, Rohan. चलो start करते हैं. अच्छा, before starting, let me tell you about this courses. So banking affairs, banking static awareness. Okay. इसके लिए GA Dominator बैच मैं लेके आया हूँ. Okay. In this particular batch, you will be getting all the important material, videos, test series, everything regarding your general awareness static preparation. Okay, so the name of the batch is Dominator batch. Okay, so once you join this batch, you are going to dominate the entire static banking awareness, economy, finance. Okay, and many students, they are facing trouble in actually gaining in understanding the concept of the basic things. What is GDP, GNP, inflation? Okay, how the bank has evolved, what is monetary policy, है ना? All these basic terms ना, the basic of economy, or you can say the banking awareness, we have covered in this particular video series in the Dominator batch in just 20 to 25 videos. Only and maximum it means within 25 hours, okay, you will be able to get a good hold of the static banking awareness. And this banking awareness is going to make your foundation. On this foundation, you are going to build up your current affairs. That is the entire purpose of this batch. One of the high yield course this is. Okay, so those of you who have just started preparation, or those who are going to appear in next year or 2025 exam, you must join this batch. And whenever you join this batch, use my code YASH to get around 49-50% discount. Okay, chalo. Again, this one more batch is there, SBI Clerk 2025. So those who are preparing for SBI Clerk, they can join this batch. Okay, GA batch for SBI Clerk. All right, chalo. And whenever you join any kind of batch na of GA, use this code YASH. You will get the maximum discount available in this. Very good morning, Pratham. Chalo. Let's revise the yesterday's current affairs very quickly. So yesterday we have talked about the Startup India program, which have now completed 9 years, and in 9 years more than 1.59 lakh startups have been registered and recognized. Okay, and it has created around 16.6 lakhs jobs. Not a big number, but still it is a good thing, है ना? चलो. Next, Union Telecom Minister Mr. Jyotiraditya Scindia, he has launched basically 3 initiatives: Sanchar Sathi app, then National Broadband Mission 2.0 to increase the broadband connectivity to the rural areas, and ICR to enhance telecom. Okay, so these are the 3 basic initiatives, and the purpose of these initiatives, first of all, to increase the connectivity. Second is to protect the individuals from the fraudulent calls and everything. These are the initiatives. Okay, just remember the Sanchar Sathi app. These are basically related with telecommunication connectivity. Next is India's Semiconductor Mission Agreement. So 7,600 crore investment for semiconductor OSAT unit has started in Gujarat. Outsourced semiconductor chips. Okay, and they have created this facility in Gujarat. And remember, right now in the previous month we have read about that one more facility, semiconductor manufacturing facility, is going to open in Assam. Okay, and following this, there was one National Institute of Electronics has also been opened in Assam. So now this factory, or let's say you can say the industry of semiconductor, they will get the workforce from these institutions, right? So it is a good, you can say, a symbiotic relationship. We will provide you the students, we will teach them, we will help them, we will skill them, and those skilled students, where they are going to work in your industry. This is known as a networking. Okay, chalo. Then Nigeria has joined BRICS. So we have recently seen, and see, Nigeria has joined BRICS as a partner country, not a full-time country. Remember this thing. The full-time country to join BRICS in the latest is Indonesia. ठीक है, Indonesia was the 10th BRICS country, clear, and Nigeria becomes 9th partner country. All right, very good morning Archana. Chalo, next was RBI directed 1600 series for transactional calls, and we have seen that to stop fraudulent call, RBI has done that. So if you receive a number starting from like this 1600 series, it means it is from the bank, okay, and they are going to talk to you about their some kind of transactions. Similarly, they have started a 1400 series for marketing, right? So remember these things, 1600 series for transactional calls, and it is done because many people were calling the customers and many frauds have been happened with them. Okay, so to reduce fraud by using distinct call numbers, RBI has said that no, now right from right now, if you want to make a transaction call, the number would be starting from 1600. Okay, chalo. Then QS Future Skill Index. So in this index, USA was ranked number 1 and India was ranked 25th in the global skills ranking. Okay. And see, in this skill index, there was one category of future work. There was one more category of future work. In this, India was ranked 2nd. And we have done the MCQ on this also. Okay. Now the next news was regarding International Labour Organization report 2025. So in this, the report has said that the global unemployment projected to decrease to 5% by 2026. Remember this thing. And India, if we talk about the unemployment rate, it is somewhere around 4% to 6%. Inflation rate and unemployment rate similar रहता है इंडिया में, ठीक है. चलो. Next was the exercise Devil Strike. So it is a joint army as well as air force exercise focused on operational readiness. So remember the name, exercise Devil Strike. It is a joint exercise between Indian Air Force and the Indian Army. So these were some important current affairs from yesterday. Alright, chalo. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now let's start with the today's national news. So National E-Governance Division launches Entity Locker for business documents and business document management. So let's say if you're starting some kind of business, okay, let's say if you're starting a manufacturing firm, you would be requiring multiple documents. Okay, you would be requiring let's say pollution certification, you would be requiring fire certification, many other documents. So now you can use this Entity Locker. It is just like a DigiLocker thing, okay, but it is mostly for the business document storage. So you can use this locker for managing your business document, and it has been started by National E-Governance Division, which comes under which ministry? Ministry of Electronics. Okay, we call it METI. Okay, in short it is known as METI. Right, so remember these two things. Now let's see in detail what is there. So it is basically, the purpose and alignment is basically it is a modern digital platform for secure document management, okay, and it is related with the digital public infrastructure and union budget's digital governance goal. So it comes under the digital public infrastructure. All right, that the common public can now store their own documents in these kind of lockers. So digital infrastructure is basically just normal infrastructure is what? Building, houses in which people live, right? Offices in which people work. Digital infrastructure is these kind of entity. For example, digital locker. All right, chalo. And what is the key integration? It seamlessly integrates with system like Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Goods and Services Tax Network, right, for real-time verification. Let's say if I want to start a business, what I will do, I will store all my important documents related with my business in this Entity Locker. Now this Entity Locker, it will be having the access with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, the Goods and Services Tax. So now they can easily verify my documents through this entity. So it is very seamlessly integrated with across the division of the government. Clear? So अच्छी चीज़ है ना? आपको बार बार you don't have to carry the documents everywhere. Sir, this is my document. You just say, sir, it is in the Entity Locker. This is the Entity Locker with my name, so they can verify it easily. So now see, this governance is what basically it is e-governance, electronic governance, and we are moving towards the digital governance. Earlier, in the earlier days, you have to carry each thing in a physical hard copy format. You have to take multiple photocopies and everything. Now it all has changed. Everything is stored in the internet or the cloud. You can easily provide it to anyone. ठीक है? चलो. So what are the use cases? So it speed up vendor verification, loan application for MSMEs, compliance under FSAI. So many things, all the regulatory practices now, all the regulations, they can be easily verified through this entity locker. And see, it is a storage, it is a digital storage. It means it will take some kind of memory, just like you have the Google Drive or the Amazon AWS. Similarly, it also offers 10 GB encrypted cloud storage, Aadhaar based authentication, secure document sharing with consent, and support for compliance. So remember two things. First of all, the memory 10 GB, Aadhaar authenticated, okay, right, and sharing with consent. So these are the, you can say, the features of this entity locker. Remember that 10 GB space is there. ठीक है, clear? Any doubt? ये सबको clear है ना? Why it has started? Because in Union government budget they have opted for digital governance, and it is part of the digital public infrastructure. 10 GB of storage you would be getting, and it is Aadhaar authenticated. So you would be getting the OTP so that you can access it. Otherwise, won't be able to misuse it. ठीक है, चलो. Next, we have Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh inaugurated India's first of its kind CSIR Innovation Complex in Mumbai. So, what kind of question you can expect from this news? See, whenever you read any kind of news, always ask yourselves what kind of question can be asked from this news. So, they can ask you a question that where does the first CSIR Innovation Complex has been inaugurated? So, answer is Mumbai, right? Always try to ask yourself, and see, when you ask yourself now what kind of question they can ask from here, it gives you a sense of, it actually gives you a knowledge whether this news is important or not. If you are not able to frame the questions, it means the probability of this news getting asked in your exam is very less. बहुत कम probability है कि इससे आपसे क्वेश्चन आए, क्योंकि आप खुद ही नहीं समझ पा रहे हो कैसा क्वेश्चन बनेगा. ऑलराइट, सो ऑलवेज ट्राई टू आस्क योरसेल्फ. राधे 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 राधे. ठीक है, तो ये देखो जितेंद्र सिंह मस्त मोबाइल रिमोट से स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, इनॉग्रेट कर रहे हैं, है ना. चलो, अच्छा, अभी आप सबको पता ही चला होगा डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प साहब ने अभी जैसे ही ऑफिस में आए, उन्होंने कई सारी चीज़ें, मतलब ही हैज जस्ट सेड दैट वी आर नॉट पार्ट ऑफ एनीथिंग. सबसे पहले आती ही पुट इमरजेंसी ऑन द मेक्सिको बॉर्डर. ठीक है, Gulf of Mexico को he renamed to Gulf of America, right? Now he is saying that we are going to capture this entire Panama Canal. It is one of the most important trade routes. ठीक है, it connects, you can say, connect with the Pacific Ocean with the Atlantic Ocean. One of the important trade routes. अच्छा, one more thing, very interesting thing is he publicly said that who is who. So I didn't get what is this statement means, who is who. Then I got to see that it was written like this: who is WHO. He even said that USA is not part of WHO. We don't care about WHO. World Health Organization, who has worked relentlessly for tackling the COVID thing. See, yes, वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बोला, अमेरिका बोला हम नहीं जानते, वी आर नॉट पार्ट ऑफ WHO. WHO है क्या? मतलब द सुपर पावर, यू कैन से द ग्लोबल लीडर, वो बोल रहा है कि WHO से कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. सेकेंड थिंग, पेरिस क्लाइमेट एग्रीमेंट से ही विड्रॉ. वी आर नॉट द पार्ट ऑफ पेरिस क्लाइमेट डील. वाई? बिकॉज उसमें एक मेंशन था, क्लॉज था दैट द डेवलप्ड नेशन शुड, मतलब टुगेदर दे आर गोइंग टू गिव $1,000 something billion टू द डेवलपिंग नेशन फॉर क्रिएटिंग रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी। वो बोला हम नहीं हैं भाई इसका पार्ट, वी आर नॉट द पार्ट ऑफ इट, वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू पे अ सिंगल पेनी। फिर तीसरी चीज बोल दिया, जो भी इलीगली यहाँ पे आए हैं, दोज हु हैव कम टू यूएसए, वी आर गोइंग टू डिपोर्ट देम। सिटीजनशिप में अर्लियर व्हाट वाज हैपनिंग दैट लेट्स से इफ यू आर प्रेग्नेंट, ओके, एंड यू ट्रैवल टू यूएसए और वहाँ पे आपका चाइल्ड बर्थ हो जाता है, तो जो बच्चा पैदा होगा ना, द चाइल्ड हु इज बॉर्न इन द यूएसए ऑन द सॉइल ऑफ यूएसए, he gets the citizenship of USA automatically. There is a clause called sons of the soil, ठीक है। But now there has been certain clause उन्होंने डाल दिया कि अगर ऐसा हो रहा है, you are not going to get the green card. So आने वाले टाइम में देखो, आने वाले he has very specifically mentioned that America for Americans, ठीक है। तो आने वाले टाइम में जो भी हमारे इंडियंस वहाँ वर्क कर रहे हैं, those who are working there on their work permit or work visa, there would be a time that they are going to get deported, ठीक है। और ये इंडिया के लिए बहुत अच्छा है, वो सारे जो अच्छे माइंड्स है जो वहाँ हैं, नाउ दे विल कम टू इंडिया, दे विल फाइट हियर, है ना, दे विल क्रिएट समथिंग हियर, कंपटीशन बढ़ा देंगे अलग से, है ना, राइट, ह्यूमन एंट। देखो डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प अपनी जगह सही है, दैट पूरी दुनिया है ना, दे आर फोकसिंग ऑन क्लाइमेट चेंज हो रहा है, इंसान की वजह से क्लाइमेट चेंज हो रहा है, मतलब मैं भी उसके फेवर में हूँ, आई डोंट केयर कि भाई ऐसा चीज़ है, वी आर वेरी स्मॉल थिंग ऑन दिस प्लानट, हमारे कुछ करने से ना प्लानट को ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं हो पड़ता है, बिकॉज जो मदर नेचर अर्थ है ना, इट बैलेंसेस एवरीथिंग। आप कंस्ट्रक्शन कर दो पहाड़ों पे, एक लैंडस्लाइड आएगा, पूरा कंस्ट्रक्शन खत्म। मदर नेचर सारी चीज़ें बैलेंस कर देगी। whatever कचरा you throw in the ocean ना, everything get collected over the beach over a period of time. So if we say that yes, इंसानों की वजह से climate change हो रहा है, no, climate change is happening through generations, ये कोई नया फिनोमिना नहीं है। हाँ, ये हो सकता है that we aggravated something, ठीक है, बट उससे एक प्लानट के ऊपर कोई खास फर्क नहीं पड़ना, वो सारी चीज़ें अर्थ बैलेंस आउट कर देती है। सो थिंकिंग दैट ओहो ग्लोबल टेम्परेचर ये हो जाएगा वो हो जाएगा, इट इज़ नॉट बिकॉज ऑफ ह्यूमन बीइंग मोस्टली ना, इट इज़ द नेचुरल फिनोमिना। अर्थ इज रोटेटिंग, अर्थ इज रिवॉल्विंग अराउंड द सन, चेंज ऑफ सीजन इज हैपनिंग। सो हमारे कुछ करने से फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, ठीक है, बहुत ही माइन्यूट फर्क होता है, मतलब आई कंसिडर इट, है ना। ग्लेशियर मेल्ट, सो सी ग्लेशियर्स मेल्ट हो रहे हैं, बन रहे हैं, दिस फिनोमिना इज हैपनिंग in see if you have seen the geological time scale na, there was one period that everything was ice, then a period came then with everything melted, ठीक है, पानी से भर गया, then situation becomes different so that human being can come into being, ठीक है, come into existence. So it is a phenomena which is happening. इंसानों का कुछ कंट्रोल नहीं होता, हम सोचते हैं वी हैव कंट्रोल बट वी डोंट हैव एनी काइंड ऑफ कंट्रोल। ये चीज़ें होती रही हैं, नेचुरल फिनोमेना है और वो चीज़ें होती भी रहेंगी। देयर इज अ थ्योरी कॉल्ड मैग्नेटिक शिफ्ट थ्योरी ऑफ द अर्थ, ठीक है, मैग्नेटिक पोल शिफ्ट करते हैं, जो आज नॉर्थ पोल है वो एक टाइम पे साउथ पोल हुआ करता था, ठीक है, एंड वाइस वर्सा। सो जब भी ये फिनोमेना होता है ना, एक बहुत बड़े चेंजेस आते हैं अर्थ के ऊपर। पर्सनल थिंग है सबका, सबके अपनी सोच है ना। अब जैसे बोलते हैं ना दैट स्टबल बर्निंग की वजह से दिल्ली और ये सब पोल्यूशन में होता है, अरे भाई वो तो साल भर वहाँ पे चीज़ें जलती रहती हैं, है ना। वाई दिल्ली ओनली? इट इज़ नॉट बिकॉज ऑफ ह्यूमन बीइंग कि भाई हम स्टबल बर्निंग कर रहे हैं, सो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट दिल्ली इज गेटिंग पोल्यूटेड। इट इज़ अ फिनोमेना, वहाँ पे विंटर्स में हाई प्रेशर रहता है, और जैसे ही वेस्टर्लीज या वेस्टर्न डिस्टर्बेंस आता है वो सारी चीज़ें क्लियर आउट हो जाती हैं। इसमें इंसानों को दोष देना कि भाई स्टबल बर्निंग हो रहा है, इट इज़ अब अच्छा, कई लोग ये भी बोलते हैं ट्रांसपोर्टेशन की वजह से है, और किसी से अगर आप पूछ लो ना कि कोई प्रूफ है हमारे पास दैट ट्रांसपोर्टेशन की वजह से ही दिस क्लाइमेट चेंज इज हैपनिंग, नो प्रूफ। इवन नाउ जो बताया जाता है ना कि जो रिसर्च हुई है दैट स्टबल बर्निंग ओनली कॉन्ट्रीब्यूट ओनली 10% टू दिस पॉल्यूशन, मेजॉरिटी थिंग जो है ना वो कुछ और ही है, और ये CSIR की रिसर्च है, बट हमारी मीडिया ये सब चीज़ें नहीं दिखाती ना। और देखो जो भी डेवलप्ड नेशन है, यूएसए अब चीज़ों को थोड़ा सेटल आउट कर रही है, अदरवाइज दिस क्लाइमेट चेंज इट इज़ अ टूल फॉर द डेवलप्ड नेशन टू स्टॉप द डेवलपिंग नेशन टू मेक प्रोग्रेस। पैसा देना पड़ेगा ना, अगर वो कोल यूज़, आपने तो अपने टाइम पे कोल और पेट्रोलियम यूज़ करके डेवलप हो गए, अब जब डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज की बारी आई, यू आर सेइंग कि हो कोल इज अ पोल्यूटिंग सोर्सेस, यूज रिन्यूएबल सोर्सेज। अब रिन्यूएबल सोर्सेज के लिए दे नीड इन्वेस्टमेंट, आप पैसे भी नहीं दे रहे हो। सो इट इज अ वेरी बिग ग्लोबल, यू कैन से, अ पॉलिटिकल ड्रामा गोइंग ऑन। अब मैं आपको एक चीज बताऊं, जितना हम दिवाली में फायर क्रैकर जलाते हैं ना, एक वोल्केनिक इरप्शन में उससे 10 गुना ज्यादा पोल्यूटेंट्स और ग्रीन हाउस गैसेस बाहर निकलती हैं। ठीक है, देयर वाज वंस अ टाइम, दे एक माउंटेन है, वन ऑफ द वोल्केनो, उसका ऐसा इरप्शन हुआ दैट द एंटायर अर्थ, उसका जो टेम्परेचर है ना, एवरेज टेम्परेचर, वो 2 डिग्री कम हो गया था। देयर वाज नो सनरेज कमिंग टू द अर्थ, इतना भयानक वो था एक्सप्लोजन। ठीक है, so this things keeps on happening, or blaming human beings for everything ना, it is not a good thing. Human beings are part of the earth, और उनको ये जो टेक्नोलॉजिकल एडवांसमेंट और ये सब चीज़ें जो हुई हैं, अगर हम उसका यूज़ ही नहीं करें, सो हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू गेट डेवलप? दिस इज ऑल पार्ट ऑफ द ह्यूमन सिविलाइजेशन, ये होना ही है। ठीक है, चलो आ जाओ, विल डिस्कस दिस अबाउट समटाइम्स लेटर। Venkatesh Selvagram sir, please talk in English. Let's talk in English, Venkatesh. What do you want to know? Chalo, focus on this. So this facility, okay, first of its kind, CSIR Innovation Complex. So what kind of question they can ask? In which, where does the first CSIR Innovation Complex was inaugurated? So answer is Mumbai. So first CSIR Mega Innovation Complex, Mumbai. Okay, and it has multiple labs, networking spaces for startup, MSMEs and industries, right? So they can come here, they can collaborate and they can work. Remember the location, Mumbai. So the keywords you should focus on. ठीक है, and in this IIT Bombay, I create an NRDC, like multiple you can say tech organization, they have collaborated. ठीक है, now what is the focus area? Support innovation, industrial collaboration, all right, and startup growth is the most important focus area for this startup, this CSIR Innovation Complex. And technology transfer is also there, 50 technology transfer from CSIR to startups, MSMEs and industries to boost employment and collaboration. So you can say it like just like that, that it is a building, it is a complex in which startups are there working, ठीक है, MSMEs, tech companies, other, and they are all coming here and collaborating with each other. So it is a building basically, right? Innovation complex where multiple offices, multiple startup buildings, offices, multiple technology transfer businesses are there, and they are all working in one single complex. That's why it is known as a CSIR Innovation Complex, and it is where? Mumbai. Chalo. So guys, this is our Banking Super Elite Pro program. Okay, now we are providing books also, right? So if you are preparing for multiple banking exams, SBI, RRB, IBPS or any other exam, you can join this. This is the one of the best course of Oliveboard. So you don't have to take multiple subscription. This is a all-in-one subscription. Okay, and once you enroll in this, you will be getting 6 books: Quants, DI, Puzzle, English, Reasoning and GK. So it is a very good program with all the essential books with this. One more thing, you will be also be getting the monthly current affairs bold magazine with this particular course. Okay, and there is also now we have this community, okay, of students and mentors, right? So once you enroll in this course, you will be getting access to community where you can post your doubts, whatever issues you have. Okay, so whenever you use this, whenever you enroll in this course, use my code YASH to get maximum discount. Around 50% discount is there. Okay, chalo. Now let's talk about the banking, finance and the economy related news. Acha guys, how many of you have cleared the this Karnataka bank written exam? How many of you have appeared actually? किसी का clear हुआ है? Anyone who has cleared this Karnataka bank PO exam, written exam? Yesterday the written result was out and now the interview time is there. So we at Oliveboard, we have started this interview preparation also, personalized interview guidance program. Chalo, please join that thing if you want to seriously prepare for the exam. Next is RBI released NBFC upper layer list for 24-25. See, RBI has basically a categorization format. So RBI has done what? RBI has categorized the NBFCs into three layers: upper layer, middle layer, and lower layer. So what is this categorization all about? It is basically on the basis of its size, money, right? They have categorized the NBFCs into three layers. So in the upper layers, they have put companies like Tata Sons, okay, LIC Housing Finance. These kind of companies, these kind of NBFCs have been put in these kind of upper layer, okay, based on if they have good money, if their size is big, they're working on a big scale, they are in the upper layer. If they are in the medium range, middle layer, and if they are small, they are in the lower layer. Okay. So the upper layer under RBI, India's scale-based regulation framework include NBFCs that are systematically significant, requiring enhanced regulatory supervision. So systematically significant, for example, those who are working basically on a big scale, those who are providing big amount of loans. Okay. So before that, understand what is NBFC. NBFC is basically non-banking financial companies. These are basically companies who are operating like a bank without the bank license. Okay, they don't have any kind of banking license, but they are operating just like a bank. They can give loans, but they cannot accept deposits. However, there is an exception. There are NBFCs which can take deposits also. Okay, that are known as NBFCs D, deposit taking NBFCs. And in this, there is one more catch. They can only accept demand deposit. Now you will say, sir, what is demand deposit? Have you heard of FD, fixed deposits, right? So FD, RD, these are what? Demand deposit. Okay. Sorry. These are actually they cannot accept demand deposit means basically the current accounts and the saving account. Okay, these are demand deposit. The second type is time deposit. Time deposit. It includes fixed deposit, recurring deposit, like this thing. Okay. So there are certain NBFCs which can also take demand deposits, only the demand deposits, right? Clear? I think I have miscommunicated this. Time deposit is fixed deposits, and this demand deposit includes your CASA account. Okay? Chalo. So this NBFCs, okay, they are mostly for the loan purpose, and they provide loans for which category? Let's say if we talk about the small farmers, so they can go to the lower layer NBFCs, but there are big NBFCs also, those who are dealing in 500 crore, 600 crore also. Okay, so remember this thing. Yes. Yes. They can do this. अच्छा, okay, I have mentioned about this. Oh, ठीक है. One more thing. यहाँ पे मैंने आपको एक चीज बताई है that these deposit taking NBFCs, ठीक है, ये जो deposit taking NBFCs है ना, there are two types of deposits. One is demand deposit, other one is time. Demand include what? Your CASA account, ठीक है, current account, saving accounts, like this. See, understand what this demand deposit means. Whenever you need some money, you can easily withdraw it. How you can withdraw it? You can go to the ATM, withdraw from your saving account. Let's say if you need this money from your current account for some kind of business purpose, you can go and withdraw the amount. That is known as demand deposit. Whenever you need, whenever you have this demand, you can withdraw that money. Okay. Time deposit, by name it is clear, the deposit which you have placed in the bank for fixed amount of time. For example, FD, you have put some FD in the bank account for, let's say, 2 years. Okay, so these are known as time deposit. So these NBFCs, they can only take this time deposits. Okay, I believe I have mentioned that they can only take demand deposit. Please correct it. This NBFC, they can only take time deposit, not the demand deposit. Okay, just clear it again. Okay, is it clear? We have already covered all these things in our static courses. What are deposits, time deposits, fixed deposits, okay, CASA account, everything we have covered in our static awareness class. Okay, so remember this thing. So they have put the upper layer, and in this they have put the big NBFCs like LIC Housing Finance, Tata Sun, Muthoot Finance, Shriram Capital, like this. Chalo. Any confusion, guys, here? Chalo. I think this is clear. Next is Shriram Housing Finance, rebranded as True Home Finance. So now the new name is True Home Finance. Okay, so they can ask you the name, that what is the new name of Shriram Housing Finance. Okay, chalo, isko samajhna hai. Why the change of name? Because of the some acquisition is there. So basically, post acquisition, who has acquired this thing? So it is acquired by Warburg Pincus and Qatar Investment Authority. That's why the change in name. ठीक है, यहाँ पे clear है सभी को? So Shriram Finance have sold its 84.44 stake in Shriram Housing Finance Limited for 3,929 crore rupees. ठीक है, इतने रुपए में इन्होंने अपना 85% स्टेक इनको बेच दिया. ठीक है, क्लियर? यस और नो? And Shriram Finance now received 1,225 crore, raising its net worth to 3,300 crore. और that's why the change of name. Okay, so किसने acquire किया? Warburg Pincus and Qatar Investment. Alright, चलो. A very simple news, direct news, nothing more to explain here. Right? So how you are going to make the short notes? SHFL is now, you can mention True Home. Why? Because SHFL sold 85% of the stake to Qatar Investment plus this Warburg Pincus. These are some foreign companies. Now they are owning 85% of the stake of the Shriram Housing Finance Company. ठीक है, अब इसको क्या बोलेंगे? डबल प्राइवेटाइजेशन, बिकॉज इट वॉज ऑलरेडी अ प्राइवेट कंपनी. दे हैव सोल्ड द स्टेक टू अदर प्राइवेट कंपनी टू रेज मनी. नाउ दे विल यूज दिस मनी फॉर सम अदर काइंड ऑफ वेंचर. ठीक है, चलो. नेक्स्ट इज IMF रिटेन्स India's GDP growth forecast at 6.5% for financial year 26-27. So yesterday only we have covered about the World Bank, that World Bank has given this much amount of growth rate to India's GDP. So remember 6.5% for FY 26 and 27 as per IMF, that is International Monetary Fund. ठीक है, there was a slowdown in the second quarter, okay, to 5.4% because of what? The deceleration in the industrial activity. See, in India, the manufacturing sector or the industry sector, now you can say, it contributes around 20% to the India's GDP. And there is any kind of slowdown in these areas, na, it negatively impact the GDP. That's why we are focusing more and more on the MSME sector. That more and more companies should come, they start manufacturing, and as we do manufacturing, we are basically reducing our dependence upon imports, especially from the China. ठीक है, चलो. And there was a global outlook that the global growth will be at 3.3%. ठीक है, हाउ वी कैलकुलेटेड ग्लोबल? जो भी कंट्रीज हैं उनका जो नेट ग्रोथ रेट है उसका एक एवरेज इन्होंने ले लिया. दे हैव टेकन अ एवरेज फॉर द global the growth rate for each country, and they have taken an average, so it is coming around 3.3%. Now let me show you one very important thing here. Just focus on this. Just assume this is North America, this is South America, this is Asia, this is Africa, and this is Australia. ठीक है? If I draw a line like this, ठीक है? Above this line is all the developed nations. USA, UK, Japan, Russia, like this, China and all those things. ठीक है? I've taken India below this line, right? And the countries below this line, like for example Argentina, Brazil, African nations, India, right? Except Australia. Line को ऐसे घुमा दो. Except Australia, all these countries below this line are, you can say, less developed or developing nations. ठीक है? So जो actual growth rate is ना, right now, growth rate और एक होता है absolute growth. ठीक? For example, my money which is stored in the bank ना, it has grown to a value of, let's say, 10 crore rupees. ठीक है? Now, bank is giving me only 2% growth rate, but I have absolute money of 10 crore rupees. So 10 crore का 2% निकाल लो. Take 2% of 10 crore, you will get the number. Now there is one other person who has invested 1 lakh rupee in the bank, and now bank is giving him 10% interest rate, right? So growth rate of that person is more. 1 lakh पे 10% growth rate. But if we talk about in absolute terms ना, I am far ahead of that person. मेरा 2% उसके 5 साल के बराबर है. Similar is the situation with the countries. USA, it has a GDP of around $25 trillion. China is somewhere around 17 or 18 trillion dollars. India at the same time is at $3 trillion. 3. That's why in India the growth rate is high, because we have a potential, we have a high growth potential. And all these nations, for example Germany, Japan, USA, they have reached their peak. Okay, अब वहाँ पे they have constant. That's why if I invest my money in USA ना, I'm not going to get good return. But if I invest my money in India, the growth potential is high, right? So that's why in the other countries ना, especially US companies, UK companies, they are coming to India because the growth potential is good. Is it clear? Is it clear why other countries and other companies, they want to invest in India? Because of this growth rate. 6.5, 6.6% is huge. Chalo. Now let's see about the reports and indices. So there was this UNICEF report regarding climate change, conflict, digital inequality, disrupting children's life. तो ये सारी चीज़ें बताया that एक बच्चे की ज़िंदगी पे ना, जैसे ये छोटा बच्चा है, बच्ची है, क्लाइमेट चेंज, कन्फ्लिक्ट और डिजिटल इनइक्वालिटी काफ़ी ज़्यादा इम्पैक्ट करते हैं. दे आर इम्पैक्टिंग द लाइफ ऑफ दीज चिल्ड्रन. दिस क्लाइमेट चेंज, कन्फ्लिक्ट एंड डिजिटल इनइक्वालिटी. व्हाट इज डिजिटल इनइक्वालिटी? Someone having the access to internet, someone is not having the access to internet or laptop or devices. ठीक है? So as per this report, this report has told that challenges like climate change, conflict, economic instability and digital inequality disrupt children's life. For example, right now Israel-Palestine war is going on. So the children, you have seen the videos of the condition of the small children in those areas, in the conflict zones. Many small children, they have lost their limbs. खाने को नहीं है. They're getting killed, right? So all these things badly impact the life of children. And see, this childhood trauma na, it lives with you till your entire life. That's why it is known as a generational thing. आपके साथ वो जीवन भर रहता है और अगली पीढ़ी तक भी जाता है वो. ठीक है? And that's why आप सोचते होंगे ना, why the people of Afghanistan? Have you heard of this term that Afghanistan is the graveyard of the kingdoms? There's a term called that Afghanistan is known as the graveyard of the kingdoms. Why? Because no country has been able to defeat Afghanistan. These Afghani people na, they are so strong, they are so tall and so strong na, that no other country can defeat this. And they haven't. Even in the past, Britishers, they tried to invade Afghanistan, they lose. USA, they lose. Why? Because of the geographical condition. The geography of Afghanistan, the terrain of Afghanistan is so harsh. There are barren lands and mountains, right? That's why the Afghani people, they have actually adapted to that particular environment. They can live on very little food, very little water for days. ठीक है. So and then that's why the you can say about the socio-economic condition of that area is also very poor. No proper river is there, food problem is there. ठीक है. So very rough terrain they are having. Clear? चलो. Yesterday I was seeing this story about USA. I'll tell you that story tomorrow, है ना. आज नहीं बताऊंगा, लंबा हो जाएगा सेशन. So there is a data called over 473 million children, that is 19% of the children worldwide, lived in conflict affected areas in 2023, doubling the number from 10% to 19%. Why? Because Russia-Ukraine war is going on, Israel-Palestine war is going on, the entire Arab nation, the entire West Asia is fighting against Israel, which is getting supported by USA. It is basically USA versus the rest of the world. Israel is just their puppet. So the entire Arab nation, Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, so that's why 20% globally the children are suffering because of this. ठीक है. Debt-ridden countries, nearly 400 million children live in countries burdened by debt. You can see almost all the African nations, ठीक है, they have a debt from China or India. ठीक है. That's why they are calling for to safeguard these children in future. That's why that everyone is wanting that the war should be stopped, otherwise these children is going to suffer, and children are the future of any country. ठीक है. So you are basically stopping, you are killing the future of the countries. ठीक है. So ये चीज़ याद रखना. Now let's read some static fact about UNICEF. So it was established in 1946. The executive director is Catherine Mary Russell. The headquarters of UNICEF is New York. Okay, and there are 190 member countries. So these are some static facts about UNICEF. Guys, you have to make the notes of the current affairs, otherwise if you are going to rely on the PPTs, na, that see this only one day PPT, it consists of around 50-60 slides. So if you are not making short notes in just 1 or 2 page, you are making a big burden for you, है ना. तो आपको ये चीज़ करनी, you have to make short notes. Now let's talk about appointment and resignation. So Mr. Gyanen Pratap Singh has been appointed as the DG of CRPF. Just remember the name. And let's see, before him, Vitul Kumar was the person who was leading the CRPF. ठीक है. So remember this thing. And Mr. Gyanen Pratap Singh, he will remain in the DG position till 30th November 2027. You don't have to remember the dates, just remember the name Gyanen Pratap Singh, DG CRPF. ठीक है. So remember this thing. चलो, rest you don't have to read. Not important fact. Let's focus on the sports. So Indian Open 2025, Victor Axelsen, NC Young secure men's and women's single title. ठीक है. चलो देख लेते हैं यहाँ पे India Open 2025. So just remember the name, Mr. Victor from Denmark and An Si Young from South Korea won the men's and women's single titles. ठीक है. So ये चीज़ याद रखना. And this tournament was held in Delhi. Venue was Delhi. Winner, ये दो लोगों के नाम याद रखना है. Alright? Clear? चलो. Total price of the prize pool is $950,000 ये आपको, you don't have to remember this kind of fact. Just remember the name of the tournament, India Open, the name of the winner and the venue. 3 things you have to remember. चलो. Next is Kho-Kho World Cup 2025. India wins both men's and women team events. See, now this is a very funny news, you can say. Actually, Kho-Kho is the Indian origin sport. Other countries, they are just getting into this sport, and India has said that let's start a World Cup. Okay, so they have conducted the World Cup in India, and a Kho-Kho World Cup, and in this, both in the men and women category, India has won. Okay, both Indian men and women team have won the title, first edition of this tournament. Okay, and they have defeated Nepal. Both men and women, they have defeated Nepal as the opposition country. Yes, exactly. अब यार खो-खो हम लोग स्कूल में खेलते थे. We play खो-खो in our school days. That is the Indian origin sport. Similarly, there is a saying called we are going to organize Mallakhamb. It is a traditional sport of MP. They're going to conduct a national a World Cup for Mallakhamb also. ठीक है, अपने स्पोर्ट खूब देना और खुद जीत जाओ, है ना. चलो ठीक है, anyways. And just remember the name of the men's team captain Pratik Vaikar and women's team captain Priyanka English. Just remember these two names, sufficient. ठीक है, this point and this point, you just have to remember. Okay, चलो आ जाओ फटाफट क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करते हैं. लेट्स स्टार्ट द क्वेश्चन. बी वेरी क्विक इन दिस. Where was India's first innovation complex by CSIR inaugurated? So we have seen A, B, C, D quickly. आ जाओ फटाफट फटाफट. स्कूल में अपने क्रश को खो के. चलो. Delhi, New Delhi, Venkatesh, New Delhi. Yes. So the correct answer is, where was the India's Innovation Complex Center? Mumbai. अच्छा, I was telling about New Delhi as the Kho venue, है ना, Kho World Cup venue. चलो, what is the key factor affecting children's prospect according to the UNICEF report 2025? Urbanization, climate change, technological advancement, or overpopulation? So the title was climate change, conflict zone, right? So B, climate change is the answer. Okay, climate change, conflict, and digital inequality, three things. Next is, which company is the only gold loan NBFC retained in RBI's upper layer list for 3 consecutive years? So I have, by the name it is clear. कौन था इनमें से? Which provide gold? So D, Muthoot Finance. अरे इसका तो ad भी आता है. We see in the TV ना. That Muthoot gold loan, right? So Muthoot Finance is the answer. Yes. Next is, what is the IMF's projected growth rate for India for financial year 26 and 27? Okay, so it is 6.5%. Next is, who won the men's single title in Indian Open Super 750 Badminton 2025? Lee Che-kyu, Victor Axelsen, Ansei Young, Kento Momota. So we have seen in the badminton men, which was held where? So the winner is Victor. Okay, and in women, the answer was Ansei Young. All right, chalo. Next is, which team did Indian women Kho team defeated in the 2025 World Cup finals? So we have defeated our neighbor Nepal, है ना? चलो. What is the primary purpose of the entity locker launched by NEGD? देखो ये चीज याद रखना है, that it is launched by National E-Governance Division, which comes under Ministry of Electronics. ठीक है? So it is basically for document management. Okay, B, business document management. All right. Then who became the DG of the CRPF? Anish Dayal, Mahesh Kumar Agarwal, Gyanendra Pratap Singh, Shamsher Singh. So the correct answer is Mr. GP Singh, Gyanendra Pratap Singh. Okay, he has been selected as the DG of CRPF. Now your homework question: which company rebranded itself as True Home Finance? Very difficult question. I can't solve it. Okay. So like this, guys, try to. This entire session, we have taken around 40 minutes to complete it. But for you, it is a matter of only 10 minutes. You can quickly revise just after the session. Please take 10 to 20 minutes, 20 to 15 minutes. Quickly revise all those important keywords which I have told you in this news. Make your short note. If you are making it with the class, that is good. If you have not made, after the class, give 10 to 15 minutes. Quickly make your short notes in just one page. And I am telling you how to make the notes. Those who don't know, take one A4 sheet paper. Okay, divide this paper into 3 parts like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Generally, I cover 10 news on a daily basis, 10 most important news, 10 to 12 news. So you can quickly make your short notes like this. Just the keywords, 1, 2, 3 keywords. Okay, like this. So in just one page, you can cover up the one day current affairs. That should be your strategy. So the end of this month, you have only 30 pages to revise. And you, for any kind of exam, you require only 3 to 5 months current affairs. So around, you can say 100 pages, you can cover up the entire current affairs for 3 to 4 months. And that is sufficient. You can quickly revise 100 pages. है ना? चलो. So guys, if you have enjoyed the session, do like, share and comment it. Okay, comment करो, share करो दोस्तों में. Okay, like the session. At least like तो कर ही सकते हो, है ना? Chalo, I'll see you in the next session. Till then, have a great day and Jai Hind. And if you have any kind of doubt, you can contact me over the Telegram channel. My Telegram channel is GA by Yash Sir. You will get the PDF of this class over this channel. GA by Yash Sir. Alright? Chalo. Take care everyone. Jai Hind.